Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. It's a great day. It's Monday, October 30th. And this is just one of the promo posters yesterday for the Dean Martin um, Memories Are Made of This show. A big success yesterday at the Des Plaines Theater, produced by Ron Onesti and Nick Sahaja's big band. Again, honored and humbled is I guess there's just no words to say what an incredible evening yesterday at the Des Plaines Theater, and a lot of people thank it. We'll talk more about that as the show goes on. I know tomorrow's Halloween, so hope you guys are getting all your candy ready. It's supposed to be a cold one too. They're saying weather-wise. So if you guys going out there dressing up the kids and everybody, make sure they warm up. Um, anyway, every show is dedicated to the first responders, and today is National First Responders Day. So thank you so much for all the first responders that you do every day, helping us get by through life. And of course, it's dedicated to people like you who sit and watch the show, whether you're watching it today, right now, um, during your lunch hour, or if you watch it at the other social media sites, of course, the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, the Mo Carrara Facebook page, LinkedIn, X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. Um, Great day. So before that, let's get right to our sponsors, folks, because it's important to thank our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, in Warrenville. Don't wait for their first snowfall to service your snowblower. They offer small engine repair, tune-ups at all their locations. Tune-up at a single-stage snowblower is just $105 plus parts. Check out the unique fall and Halloween decor. Hopefully, get some stuff, man. Always best to buy like Halloween stuff after the holiday. At Ace Hardware, we'll have all cut prices, so you have it for next year. That's the same thing if you're buying a grill. Buy the grill now. Say grill your ace off. Get $20 off a grill. Buy it now so you're ready for the spring when you're starting ready to grill. That's Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. I want to thank Jackie. Great seeing her at Taverna Saturday night. All right. It started off with a great weekend. Chicago Prime, of course, always doing a great job. Daryl Armenstad returned, which was great. Thank you, Daryl. And Saturday, of course, Taverna on Division. It was great seeing Carly and Christina and Kathy, Christina and Bertoli, of course, on Pizza Boy and Smothered TV show, and Kathy, of course, as well. And Carly's birthday. It was great seeing you guys. And, of course, a great job by Double T, Tony Toto, and sitting in when he does every now and then. He just wants to get out and play and have some fun, donates his time, Mr. Mikey D. Thank you, Mikey D, for that. And thank you, Greg and Jennifer. Nice, great turnout. It was a lot of fun. Seymour and Rosemary and everybody else that came on Saturday night at Taverna. Let's get right to the nitty gritty, folks. Let's say hello to some people watching the show today. Oh, boy. You guys of Richard Hamlin, Carol's in the house, Dennis, howdy. The great words of Minnie Pearl from Nashville. Lake Geneva is in the house. Victoria, how you doing? Stella, happy Monday, Stella. Kathy, how you doing? Fran and Lori, I'm glad you enjoy it. The show, great seeing you guys, taking a little picture with you guys. Thank you for you guys always going out and supporting live entertainment. Ryan Lewis, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Kathy Ippolito, Tony T, Double T, great job Saturday. I Very cool. Buddy, what's going on, buddy? Thank you so much, buddy, for being there. Ellie Weinhardt, great seeing you, honey. Got to get you on the next show because it would have been great to see Lucio Ball or Joan Rivers. And we're working on some other stuff, so I'm going to keep you posted on that. Thank you guys very, very much. A lot of fun. Nina Terry, thank you for your kind words, honey. Terry, appreciate it very much. We really appreciate it. Ronnie B. Elvis, thank you so much. And this is where it's going to start. I need to thank everybody, first of all. Ron Onesti and Rich Onesti and the whole staff. That goes to the sound, the lights, the ushers, the ticket people, the people in back with the beautiful deli trays and the meatballs and ravioli for the band and the beautiful posters and everything. That's just the Onesti organization that knows how to do things at the top of their game. So thank you very much. And the band, of course, um, it's just great to see Phil, the brass section, Phil and Chuck and Natalie and Carlo. Incredible job, you guys, on bass guitar. John Erst, thank you, John. It was great seeing Jack Scallion, of course, on the drums. It was great seeing Ken Madoff on second piano, Joe Martino sitting in on the accordion. It was great, your job coming in and doing that and filling in for us. And of course, Nick and Phyllis Sahajas. Nick put that band together, worked very hard. Plus rehearsing for the Josie Awards when he had to play. Plus he's doing the Hitman, and plus he's doing the Piano Man gig, and just having everybody at his home, and it's always a party when there's a rehearsal. So the band was just out of sight, a lot of fun. I want to thank Stella Ramundi for an incredible rendition of "Hey Mambo, Mambo Italiano." It was great to see Stella doing her stuff. I want to thank my good buddy Mark Fensky, who came out of retirement and played Jerry Lewis. He hasn't done it in a while, and it was great seeing him dye the hair, get a haircut, and come on through the aisle. If you didn't get a chance at the show, he came from the back, pretend like he was looking for his ticket. Yeah, excuse me. And, being into people, and we came up and sang side by side. It was great seeing Mark. Ronnie B. Elvis, thank you, doing an incredible version of Can't Help Falling in Love with his white suit and the big belt. Very, very cool. Of course, I want to thank my cohorts, Bill Saratella and Elliot Winbush, part of the award-winning Ocean's Rat Pack. Thank you, gentlemen. You guys were great. I want to thank my little sister, she's not my real sister, but I love her to death, Regina Karma. I can't begin to thank Regina for coming and making the rehearsals and doing Baby It's Cold Outside with me. And singing backups to That's Amore and stuff. She's just one incredible woman. I want to thank also Jerry Jams Arenda working the teleprompter as well, because I don't know a lot of these words sometimes. That's just me. Mike Restivo for actually letting us borrow it. Thank you, Michael. Anthony and Carmela Santangelo from Trico Hair Experts came out and came early and tried to do the Dean thing, dyed the hair, and worked it out really nice. And we're gonna get it even better and better as more time comes on. So let's get right to some of the sponsors while I have you guys here, folks. Let's get right to Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. For a good lawyer, call Roy McCampbell. That's 708-275-4264. Let's not forget my good buddy Sal for coming to the show last night. Deutsch Power Center. That's Deutsch, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center. Call Sal at 224-276-6550. Deutsch Power Center. You got to love these guys. I want to also thank Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Hand-rolled. Call Javier. Tell him you want the Tony Ocean special or any ones that you like. They'll hand-roll them. Send them to your house, 727-366-7536. I want to thank, again, Anthony and Carmela from Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. They came early. They fit the hair up. They curl the back, try to get as much as we to look like Dean. And we've got more ideas to make it look even better. So thank you for your time, Anthony and Carmela. Call Trico, 773-999-7888. Recreating great hair days. It was just wonderful. Yeah, I just can't thank you guys enough for coming out and doing that. It was a great success, and everybody that was there. It was just fun, man. You know what's a great thing about it, folks? We come out. Jill, how you doing? Debbie, what's up, honey? I hope you're doing well. Hope to see you guys at some of the shows lately. Ron Starr, happy Monday, buddy. Hope you're feeling better. Robert Provenzano, yes. Yeah, I want to thank Albert, too, from the Ronald Esty organization. Last week, he gave me the new Ringo EP with 4 songs on it, one of them written by Paul McCartney. Thank you for that. And then yesterday, he also dropped off Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Dean Martin's best Italian songs. So thank you, Albert, for that. Always thinking of other people. And that's what Albert does. And he goes out and supports talent. Daryl, the professor, great job on Friday. Great seeing you, Daryl. Kim Peterson, LeFew, the general. What's up, brother? General, that's right. Congratulations. They won 2 wins in St. Louis to your grandson playing hockey in St. Louis. I knew the general would have been there, but thank God. Great show. Thank you, Dick Sayed. Regina Karma, Stella did an amazing job. Mark was hilarious last night. He killed it, Joey Lewis. Regina, I can't thank you enough, hon. I just don't know. Sometimes you see people and you say thank you. And, when you get these group of people up on stage and they're getting together and they're from all sorts of different music, and we've all worked together at one particular time or the other, but you get on a stage like that with that surrounding and that camaraderie, and you got Nick there with his band, and then you got the love. There's no animosity. There's no jealous bullshit. There's no crap. Everybody shines that night. That's what I love about when I do shows, Tony Show. I want everybody to shine, and they do. And you need to make sure you let them people know that they mean the world to you. And even my band, when I see Toto, and Danny Ramundi, and Jerry, and Daryl, and these guys out there giving all, that's what makes the show. I'm up there just winging it. I wing everything, folks. I wing it. I've been very lucky to wing it and get away with it. And that's part of the fun, even with this show. I mean, I've got my notes and stuff, but, I always screw up names and dates and stuff. But the point I'm trying to say, it's because it's natural, it's real, and that's what the love is for everybody. Susan Jambroni, how you doing, honey? I appreciate that, Dennis. I know, guys, but it was a great turnout, a beautiful theater. And again, my thank you to every single one of you. I also want to thank Danny Mazzi and Robin from Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Buy local, shop local. And it was great seeing Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, let's try to go there. Get your car done. CrashChampions.com. Fantastic. And Michael, I gotta get that shirt. Gotta let me know where you got that shirt. Holy cow. I was trying to see his shirt all night. But again, thank you so much for your just being there and being cool. And, what else? It's great seeing my good buddy Mary there from NTD Vacations. She was there with Richie Hoffer's mom and dad from Seventh Heaven. It was great talking to them. We got that cruise coming up, folks, January 7th to January 14th. 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Royal Caribbean's Wonders of the Sea. Orlando, Florida, Coco Key, Bahamas, St. Martin, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox, and Seventh Heaven, the ringleaders themselves. Go to Mary at ntdvacations.com. Find out any information you need. Great, Angelo. Great seeing you, buddy. Great stuff, man. I just can't begin to thank you. And it was great. The camaraderie was just so cool. This week, we're only down to 2 shows open to the public. Thursday will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington, 7 o'clock. And Friday will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jam. Saturday, I'm actually, like I said, I actually took 2 Saturdays off for the whole year. And 2 were doing, my friend went to going as a guest to Gina Deanna's wedding, good friends of the family. And of course, this Saturday, the Hafers' son is getting married. So I'm going actually just to have a night off with my wife and celebrate James' wedding coming up, the Hafers. So I'm excited about that. That's where I'm going to be on Saturday. Other shows coming up, folks. April 8th, we're going to be at Capri, Osteria Capri in Downers Grove at the Hilton Hotel. And then we're making our debut for the very first time, Naperville, Warrenville area, Eddie Merlot's, Thursday, November 9th, with my good pal Louis Pipes and Jerry Jams. That's Eddie Merlot's in Warrenville, Naperville area. That's next Thursday, the November 9th. So hope you guys show up at a new place, which is very, very cool. All right, folks, another great news that we got. Me and Laura are going to be grandparents. That's right. Our daughter Nina is going to have a baby. Her and Eric, of course. Uh, Months ago, I got to walk. They had the honor to walk her down the aisle. And if you're watching for the first time, Nina is my stepdaughter, but I don't call her that. I call her my daughter. And just to have that asked, and it was a very emotional day. It was great. So becoming a grandfather is going to be really, really cool. Trying to, it's you can't beat that. Mary, how you doing? So I'm happy. I'm very happy. The family's happy. And after losing Mama D, you're sad, and everybody's still going through their emotions to get by that. But at least Mama D got to know that Nina was pregnant before she passed, which was very, very cool. So, and then we get, they say you get bad news and then you get some good news. And this was great news for the family. And very, very cool with that. So it's a cool day, folks. All right, couple things. Let's get some stories here, folks. We got some stories to go. Let's see. Restaurants. You hear about this? Adding a fifth. Well, this particular family, this particular restaurant, added a $50 charge to their bill at the end. At the end of when they were ready to leave, they added $50 because their kids were loud and obnoxious. So they added $50 to that. Now, I agree with this completely. If you can't control your kids when they're, and I'm not saying babies because babies can't help it, they're babies. But when you got ones that are, 5 and 6, they know when to sit down and stop making noise and stuff like that. Michael, great seeing you Friday, buddy. Thank you, Steve Edwards, great musician in the Chicagoland area. Steve, hope you're doing well. So $50 maybe was a little high, but why not? Those kids that get out of line sometimes, or you're running around and other people are trying to eat. I don't know. Was 50 too much of a? Was it too steep? I don't know. But they should, and especially if you keep telling the kids, "Hey, calm down, put your kids down," and they don't listen. What are you going to do? So $50 added to their bill. I don't know. Might have been a little steep, but I think it's rightfully so. That's just my opinion, of course. LaToya Jackson really pissed off in the news lately because Harry Styles now wants the title, or they're giving him the title of King of Pop. I don't know much about Harry Styles. Okay. I know he sings one song. I think it's a cool tune. I didn't know he was in a band called One Direction, if I'm correct. I don't know what that whole boy band thing is. I don't get into that shit. But to be called the King of Pop, nah, you look at it. And I'm not, and Michael Jackson was a genius. I wasn't a big fan of his stuff, but I loved him more when they were the Jackson 5. But he was a genius, and he has the title of King of Pop. And there's not going to be another King of Pop. So maybe you need to come up with something else. Of course, Elvis is the king too, but there's always going to be somebody every 10 years, you think. So LaToya's pissed off because there's only one King of Pop, and that's Michael Jackson. So I agree on that. Never going to be. Travis, the new boyfriend from the Kansas City Chiefs to Taylor Swift. You got to give this guy a little credit. First of all, whenever they hooked up, they met, they started dating, they started getting serious. She's coming to the shows. She's coming to the games. She's friends with the parents. You see him with the parents up in the skybox. What he did, and I got to give this guy a lot of credit. He asked permission and approval from his head coach with the Kansas City Chiefs. It is okay for him to date this girl. Not just a girl. I don't care for Taylor Swift, but she's a genius. Obviously, she's billionaire. She's making millions and millions and millions of dollars. She's making a lot of people happy. So this guy just did it. He took the time. He took the time, and he asked the coach, and the coach said, "I think they're a wonderful couple." So everybody wins in this. Travis wins because his T-shirts are probably selling like because all the Swifties are buying it. Number two, the Kansas City Chiefs are getting probably more press and ratings than they've ever had, no matter if they're winning or losing. And then number three, Taylor's happy. So it's a win-win. But just to point that I wonder if she's selling her merchandise. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it that she's got Swifty T-shirts and stuff, Michael, at the Kansas City Chief games. Yeah, well, why not? But so you have to give the guy a little credit. He went to his coach. I'm just wondering what would have happened if the coach said no, it will be a distraction. And you know what? It could be a distraction, but right now, I don't know if he's playing as well. I don't watch the Chiefs, so I don't know. I mean, if it affects the game, I don't think it's affecting the game. I'm not there. I don't see it. But, you got to give him a little credit for that. Speaking of baseball, Dusty Baker retires. He was the manager of the Houston Texans, even though the Texans are cheaters. Dusty Baker was always a great manager. He was always a great player when he played with the Mets. He was with the Cubs. After 26 years, CBS says Dusty Baker is going to retire. So, all right, what other good news we got? It's Halloween, right? So there's going to be parties. There's going to be people that are going to be try to come up with some outrageous outfits, folks. And here it is. A fan dressed as a giant penis. A giant penis at a college football game. A state university in Texas. And the security said, take it off or beat it. Pum. Anyway, dressed as a large penis at the game. You know what? It's Halloween. What are you going to say? People dress up with a lot of crazy stuff. So, hey, I think it's funny. I don't think it'd be that crazy. These day and age, with all the crazy shit going on in this world, you worried about a guy walking around dressed as a penis? Who knows? I mean, it's college football. They're drinking. All the people are drunk anyway. They have no clue what's going on. So, I don't know. Crazy as it is. John Stamos, Full House. Percussionist sometimes for the Beach Boys. I never realized, that some of these artists, some of these actors and stuff, going through either drugs or going through alcohol. And he said he was so drunk. He does not. Now, remember, he makes appearances. He makes movies, TV shows, whatever he does, John Stamos. Here's a quote saying that he does not even remember filming My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 after his 2 DUI arrests. How drunk can you be that you don't even remember shooting the film? Not even shooting the film. You don't even remember doing it. Well, I've had those days. Hey, folks, I had a DUI, so it happens. But that he does not remember filming, I don't know. I never seen the first Big Fat Wedding, Greek wedding, or whatever. I didn't know. I'd never seen the first one. I didn't know there was a second one. So there you go. John Stamos. That's what he said. There you go. All right, Carol says not. I don't know. I'm just looking at his post. I'm sure he remembered to get paid. Well, Michael maybe didn't even know to get paid. So who knows with that story. Like I said, you got to watch some of this stuff. I don't know if Jimmy Picardi and Kathy are listening, but they're just celebrating 21 years of marriage, Jimmy the Suit. So, Jimmy, happy anniversary to you guys, my friends. Danny Mazzi, great seeing you and Robin. Armando Supermarkets, good friends that they are. Thank you for support. Great seeing Stephanie there, too. Dave Zamel, great seeing Dave and Lori. It was a lot of fun, just great. Now there's a third. Okay, there you go. Some Good news. Robert Card, the massive shooter, crazy shooter from Maine, according to ABC, was found dead in a recycling building there, Sound Center in Lisbon, Maine, is where they found him. Self-inflicted gun wounds. Um, can you say justice has been served? No. He took a cowardly way out. The guy had mental issues. Supposedly, he said he was hearing people in his mind talking bad about him, and that's when he went out on a shooting spree. But Robert Card is dead. Justice will never bring back these people, folks. You're never going to bring back, and the families that have the suffering and the town itself that's going through that, I can't imagine what they must be going through. At least you know he won't be shooting people anymore. Robert Card dead. So did you ever forget to get paid? No. I've been gone. I've been drunk a lot, but I've never remembered. I've always got paid. There you go. Mary, how you doing? Great seeing you yesterday, Mary, and Richie's mom and dad. It was so great seeing them. Twice in one weekend. It was great. Cops went to his house 2 weeks before to check on the threat. There you go. I know they went to the house, but it was an empty house, I guess, when they went to it. But now we don't have to worry about that. At least the town of Maine can start to rebuild. And it's going to take a long time. But at least they know this maniac is gone, and he's going to get his pain when he goes away. Now, this morning I woke up with I had some great news. I had a great, successful Dean Martin show. I'm going to be a grandpa. Great news, great news. And then I see a headline. The View. ABC says The View will not renew their contract. I even posted it on my Facebook page. Everybody was replying, yay, yay, I hate these liberal bastards, these women, brutal. And then, of course, one of my good friends had to tell me that it's fake news. Horrible, horrible way to start the afternoon, folks. Had a great morning when I seen it. View canceled. There is a God, but then it's fake news, I hear. Peter Prado, how you doing, buddy? According to it's fake news. A couple people did send me the fake news. So I'm hoping it gets canceled. Maybe they'll change their mind. They say they don't have the views anymore, the viewers anymore, no pun intended. But horrible. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It really is nuts. Yeah, have these people on this show. Most racist people I've ever met, never met that I see. These people are horrible. And that's just me. I don't care for the show. But obviously it's me. I don't watch it, so it's not for me. But there's a lot of people, obviously, that still watch. And I'm sure Barbara Walters is freaking out right now because that's not what the show was supposed to be about when Barbara Walters was on. And Sharon Osbourne. When they were on, this is what they... It's brutal. We lost a couple people in the music and the acting fame. First of all, Stephen Riley, drummer for the band Wasp and LA Guns. He was also in a band here in Chicago with Cliff Johnson and the guys from off Broadway. The band was called USSA. Stephen Riley. He was also with the Bees, Chicago band, if I'm correct. Stephen Riley has passed away. Our prayers go out to Stephen Riley family. If you remember watching Night Court, Richard Mall, the big, tall guy who played the police officer, whatever, the guy in court, a big, tall guy, looked like Lurch. Richard Mall has passed away this past weekend as well. And then, of course, the big one, Matthew Perry, 54 years old, from the hit TV show Friends. Supposedly, they found him. He drowned. Was it in his bathtub? I don't know. If you follow his story, I didn't really follow his story too much. I wasn't a Friends fan, uh, but when you see him in he was always in the tabloids, battling I think alcohol. I don't know if drugs were involved too, but I know he had some major problems with that. Um, he was in his jacuzzi. Okay, so that's how he drowned. I don't know if he was on anything. I'm sure we'll find out as the weeks goes on. But 54 years old at the prime of your life, 54, man. And the guy was battling demons for a long time. From what I heard and from what I read in the past about him, and what people told me who follow him and the Friends show. Um, our prayers go out to the Perry family and anybody who, the Friends family, and everybody that, it's horrible. It's a sad thing when anybody goes, folks. Well, not anybody, but most people. Um, it's sad, because when you're so young like that, 54, come on, man. It's a scary thing, It's another way, people say, some people just don't know how to handle life. You see people smiling. You see him on television. You see him smiling. See him doing interviews, but you don't know what this guy was battling. 2007, DRS prescribed him painkillers for jet ski accident, so he was hooked. And unfortunately, you're absolutely right. That happens to a lot of people. They get a major injury or whatever it was. The doctor subscribes to them. They think it's good. They think it's good for you, whatever. It's going to help you. And of course, when you get hooked on some of this stuff, I'm not in his shoes. I can't tell you what he went through. I can't imagine what any of these people, Robin Williams, I can't imagine what this guy drowned in a jacuzzi. He was probably screwed up. I'm sure he maybe wasn't planning it, or maybe he was. I don't know. But to die at the age of 54 is it's pretty sad and way, way, way too young, folks. Way too young. We got birthdays. Time for birthdays. Millionaire, or it could be billionaire now. Bill Gates, 67 years old. Caitlin Jones, Bruce Jenner, 73 years old. Julia Roberts, great actress, 55 years old. Shaquan Phoenix, if I'm pronouncing his name right, 48 years old. Birthday. Country star Brad Paisley turns 50 years old. Actress Annie Potts, Potts, celebrates 70 years. William Booty Collins, he's one of the soul godfathers, the very first people of funk, 72 years old. Roberto Benigni from Wonderful Life, the Italian movie. He died, birthday, 71 years old. Our good friend Julie George out there, happy birthday, Julie. Comic and good friend Matt Cassane had a birthday this past weekend. Happy birthday, Matt. Another great Chicagoland entertainer, Vito Azzato, celebrating a birthday. My good friend, funny man, Mr. Vito Zotto. Happy birthday, buddy. And from Bruce Springsteen Band, Gary Talion, the bass player, of course, 74 years old today. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. Yeah, you never know, Mary. You're absolutely right. I'm hoping all the winners that won tickets to the show had a good time. And thank you for all that for listening to the show, and you all won tickets, who did win tickets to answering the Dean Martin trivia questions. I hope you guys had a good time. And I didn't get to see everyone, meet the people, but I'm just thank you. I got to say hello to Lillian, yeah. And a couple other people, I think, that won, but it was great to see that, folks. Also, another birthday goes out to Joey Deanna. Tony and Denise, they're still out in Italy. Their son, Joey, celebrating his birthday, 32 years old. Michael Pence, former vice president of the United States, has suspended his president campaign. He will not run for president. Quoted, "It's not my time." No comment. All right, Bears lose again. Ha! What a joke, folks. The San Diego Chargers got their number. They were one time they were losing 13-0, and isn't that the? They end up losing 30-13, if I'm correct. Yeah, 30-13. Now that I got my notes here, Tyson is not the answer. Mr. 17 is not the answer. And look, and I was talking to a lot of people, and you guys, I'm not a Bears fan, you know that, but you guys as Bears fans know that it starts from the top. It starts from the ownership. They don't hire any good coaches. They never do. Will they get Jim Harbaugh? I hope they do, for Chicago's sake. But if they don't, if the owners don't care, you could have had Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes in a Bears uniform, and you still would have not won. You have no help. There's nothing there. They don't care to win. The stadium is full of people. They don't care. They don't spend money. Richard, you're damn right. He knows he can't beat Trump. Carlo, thank you so much, buddy. Great job, the brass section. Great job you guys did. Carlo, of course, from the Buckinghams and plays a lot of other great bands as well. It's great seeing Carlo. Thank you for your help, buddy. Great job you guys did. That's all. So you never, I feel bad for these guys, the Bears fans. They buy the jerseys. They watch the game. They're really hooked on these guys. And they get just every year, every Sunday, they got to get disappointed. They don't care. Remember the movie Bronx Tale? The guy was crying because Mickey Mantle and the little kid Colosio. They don't care. Mickey Mantle did nothing for you. The Bears did nothing for you. Yeah, you're having fun with your friends on Sunday. Hopefully they would win, but they don't. Tell it like a preacher. Thank you, Mr. Provenzano. Mr. Provenzano, the general in the house. You're watching Ocean's Pit? Don't forget Mama D's bread loaves right around the holidays, folks. She was big selling them. She's always been selling them. Craft shows and when she was alive, of course, and her and Natalie would go to craft shows and make bread, and people would come to the house and shows, pick them up, and they would be selling. But she's got Natalie's going to keep tradition alive and keep making some more. A lot of different flavors. Once I get all the flavors, I think I'm going to post it later today. I'm going to send you all the flavors of Mama D's bread loaves. I know there's some of the flavors that she has: banana chocolate, banana chocolate chip, pumpkin chocolate chip, lemon, caramel apple, blueberry, apple spice. And I guess they're working on a brand new limoncello bread loaf because Mama D loved her limoncello. $10 a loaf. Contact Natalie Bosch or me, and we'll get you those breads out, folks. $10, and portion of the $10 goes to Mama D's favorite animal shelters. She was big with Almost Home Foundation, which we're going to be there tomorrow walking dogs for Halloween morning. So ask about Mama D's bread loaves. Big sellers. You got to love it. Absolutely. Yummy, yummy is right. And I loved when I dedicated My Way to Mama D yesterday. And I knew she was upstairs, up in heaven watching. And it was a good thing. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show. The only thing that will wake up the Chicago Bears if people stop paying to see them. Dennis, there you go. Remember baseball? People were getting pissed off and they stopped going, and then they had the steroid thing and the strike, and then that's what they need to do. You want the Bears to win? Stop buying season tickets. Stop going to the games. Then maybe. Time for headlines, everybody. ACLU announces lawsuit to protect Black and transgender prostitutes. Right to give people HIV. You can't make this up here, folks. You can't make this up. Not a joke. The ACLU claims that the Tennessee statute that punishes sex workers who know they're spreading HIV that this opportunity affects Black and trans people because they have higher chances of getting this disease. You can't make this up, folks. This is what's going on in this crazy world. Kathy Lazara, how you doing, hon? Google it yourself. Find out more information. It's just crazy. Here's something, because this needs to be said. Give it to me. I will tell you the story. Number one, co-signing is not a small favor. Quit asking people to do that. Well, we do it for our kids if we have to, but I'm just talking about in general. These are not my views. These are some stuff that people say. Number two, those extra rooms you see in people's houses are for visiting, not for you to live in free long term, like the room I'm in right now. Somebody's good job is not your meal ticket. Stop getting mad when they don't live up to their expectations of them taking care of you. Number four, how someone spends the money they earn is nobody's business but their own. They want to buy a new car, they want to buy a new house, they want to do this. It's up to them. It's their life, it's their money. Number five, when your age reaches over 18, okay, that one's no good. How about number six? It's not okay to spend all your money having fun and expect the one who sacrifices and saves to make sure you're not hungry. Wow. If you don't have a car and ask for a ride, gas isn't free. Wow. If a person seems to have more money than they need, work hard as they have, you want to be like them. Of course, they work hard for their money. God bless you. If you borrow money from someone, pay it back. Very simple. Here's what you do a lot of times. And I know a lot of people, you hear about these stories. Probably in the past, you might have been through all this. I don't know if you have, but someone lends you money. They don't have it. They're having some rough times. You know when you get pissed off? When you avoid the person after they gave you the money. How about saying, listen, here's 20, here's a 10, here's 30 this week, here's 50 this week. Whatever it is, keep in contact with that person. He's helping you. Don't avoid him like he's the plague because you don't have the money. I like that one. And last but not least, don't take the ones you love for granted. Good stuff here. Good stuff here. Another quote. Remember, the sinner who is sorry for his sins is closer to God than the just man who boasts of his good works. Admit it when you're wrong. Admit it when you fucked up. Admit it when you made a mistake. That's part of it. That's part of it. Or when you see them and they act like they never borrowed you money before. Michael, that's even the best one. They completely dropped that topic. I want to thank my buddy Marty Federaca for coming last night. Sorry we couldn't go to dinner after with the radio press and the TV and the newspaper press yesterday. And I want to thank my buddy Sonny and cousin Tommy for coming out. I miss you guys. It was great seeing you. Headlines, real estate market is collapsing. Blue chip stocks are dropping. Oh, yeah, Dennis. Crazy. Hey, howdy, Mr. Jimmy Parker, live from Nashville, Tennessee. Award-winning, Josie Award winner Jimmy Parker, woulda, shoulda, coulda. You got to listen to Jimmy, man. I'm telling you, I listen to Jimmy every day. Look at these things. Jimmy Parker, check him out, baby. Check him out. Great country singer, old school guy, does his stuff. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Download it. Listen to my buddy Jimmy. Support that talent. Very, very, very important. That's what makes things work. You're watching Ocean's Pick. This is funny. This is funny, folks. If you're having a bad day, just remember the airport in Salzburg, Austria, has a counter of people who flew to Austria instead of Australia. Not paying attention when you're booking the ticket. Austria, Australia. Oops. All these people. Thank you, Rosanna. Oh, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. To you and Dominic, hope you guys are doing well. Hey, like I said, you're having a bad day. Just remember that the airport in Salzburg, Austria, has a counter for people who flew to Austria instead of Australia. Now, that's something funny. That is funny. This is stupidity, folks. Oh, wait a minute. This is not Australia. You're in Austria. Close. You got to love it. I'm sure this happens all the time. This made NBC Madison, especially in Wisconsin or places where that have a lot of wildlife. Here's a restaurant here. The bear walked into one of the restaurants and hit one of the employees in the back to the kitchen. Now, this is a buck jumped through the window at the Beloit restaurant and ran to the kitchen. This is a deer buck. I'm sure this happens all the time. Oh, I'm sure Austria is beautiful. John Leonardi, Vice President of the Italian Sports Hall of Fame. What's up, buddy? Great. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, buddy. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so this stuff's got to happen in Wisconsin all the time. Or Wyoming, or wherever they have bears and deer. You never know what's going to come through your house, through your business. Scary stuff, but it's true. Love this quote. Delilah pretended to be in love with Samson while she was on a mission to destroy him. May God expose every pretender in your life. I love that quote. You ever seen the movie? He had Samson had the long hair. That was his power. So Delilah tried to get closer and closer, fall in love, cut his hair off, get his power. Watch out for those. Brentwood Bill. My buddy Bill, of course, he works with Mancow for many years. People with a dark sense of humor may be more intelligent and emotionally stable. They also said people that swear a lot are more intelligent and emotionally stable. I don't know about a dark sense of humor. I think just a good sense of humor in general is going to make your life go by a hell of a lot easier. And I think the swear words, I don't know. We all say it. It is what it is. I got to come up. Maybe Thursday me and I have Laura the best top 10 swear words. We're going to try that one. I'm going to remember that. F yeah, right, Ellie? F yeah. Oh, you got to love it. This is sent in by Gino Calamari. A cashless society means zero cash. Everything will be recorded. Every transaction will be tracked. It's all about control. But most people will only care when it's too late. That 10% of the people in this world. Cashless society is wrong. If it's all credit cards, they can shut you off just like that. If you're in your electric cars, they can shut you off just like that. Control, control, control. That's this regime. Sad to say it, but it's true. You hear it live here at Ocean's Pit. Muhammad Ali says, you don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down. Folks, in life, we all fail. It's not how you fail. It's how you get back up and make it better. Try to make yourself better every day, man. I'm learning every day. I screw up every day. It's how you get back up and try to make the next day better. The great words of Muhammad Ali. Love that quote. You can't post certain stuff on social media. It will be blocked or whatever, right? You know what this is? It's a picture of a cross. It's a picture of a cross. Spiritual. Jesus. God. I believe it. I thank God at the end of my show last night. I'm not a holy roller, but I need God in my life. Now Facebook has blocked the picture of the cross. Let's light them up. Let's light them up with this. We will not be silent by God and Jesus. You post a picture of a cross and it will be banned on social media. Really? Really? They had nothing else to control and try to get rid of? Entertainment Weekly, Meg Ryan, actress, visiting the town of Dildo with Carrie Fisher, another actress, and they bought merchandise. I got a t-shirt with a big happy face, and the name on the town underneath says Dildo. Great lunchtime humor, right, folks? Meg Ryan. And this stuff even makes the headlines on Entertainment Weekly because the town is called Dildo. They bought a t-shirt. What else did they buy? I'm just asking. I don't know, but I think it's pretty funny. Okay. Earlier this year, META, spent $27.1 million on other compensation covering Mark Zuckerberg's security costs. Private jets, $27.1 million company spending on stuff. Is that crazy? Dennis, conservative thoughts are blocked constantly. You're absolutely right. Or go to social media jail. The only way to not make mistakes in music is not play an instrument or sing. Keep singing, my friend. Peter, thank you. Thank you, brother. I mean, the people, money. Morgan Freeman, also posted my good friend Vito from the Josie Awards. We don't walk away to teach people a lesson. We walk away because we finally learned ours. Morgan Freeman. Love this guy. Love the way he talks. Love his quotes. I love this stuff about nature and stuff. It's great. The summit of Mount Everest is made of marine limestone, which means the highest point on Earth was once at the bottom of the sea. That stuff just mind-boggles me. I love watching this stuff. The summit, which is the top of Mount Everest, is made of marine limestone. And limestone is always at the bottom of the sea. How cool is that? Love learning this stuff. Richard Hamlin sent that. Gina Planell. The U.S. hit Iran and Syria, releasing a statement. We don't want war. What the hell is going on? You cannot make this up. I'm just going to praise for impact. They hit Iran and Syria, releasing a statement then that we don't want war. Thank you, Dennis. And Kenneth Antonelli, Mr. A, says, it's weird and sad. It's weird that America, our flag, and our culture offend so many people, but our benefits don't. Just what they do, the benefits for the veterans. What they've done to these veterans. Fought for our country, what they're doing to these veterans. Johnny G watches. I know Dennis is a veteran. Johnny G's a veteran. I'm sure other people are veterans out there. It's a horrible thing. It's sad. It's weird that our America, our flag, our culture offends people, even though they live in this country. But our benefits don't. It's sad. All right, Chicago folks, this past weekend, a casket with a body inside was thrown from a hearse on a hit-and-run crash Friday morning in south suburban Homewood, Illinois, south side. Police said around 8:30 a.m. a silver Kia was speeding down to Kenzie Avenue when it crashed into a white Cadillac funeral hearse headed east on 103rd Street. This poor guy died already. Now he gets hit again from a hit and run, and it's thrown. The hearse is with the body in it. He's already dead. Now he's got to go through that again? Jeanette, thank you for your kind words, my friend. Oh, all schools should have the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, Dennis, we know that. I mean, you're right, buddy. Yeah, think of that. Your whole family's in a funeral. You're crying, boom, when some guy hits the hearse. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Anti-Italian. I'm Italian. I'm proud of my heritage. October 27th, 1890, the Daily Picayune, that's Picayune, describes, now that's a paper, Italian immigrants as not being over-intelligent. When the people came from Italy came, Italians came to the United States of America, Ellis Island, came in to try to come to a country that's going to make better. And they didn't know anybody. They only knew what they can do. If these Italians that were over intelligent, not being over intelligent, shoemakers, clothes designers, chefs, cooks, people worked hard. All nationalities. This has got to be every nationality that's coming into our country when they came in the right way. I hate to say it, as bad as some people don't, the whole mafia thing, it had to take intelligence to come up with that kind of business and to last for as long as it did. Can't do that stuff when you're stupid. I'm not just saying just that. I'm just saying in general. All your families when they came here, they didn't know where to go. Some people, you had friends here, they did what they could to survive, to put food on their table, to take care of their families. That's what they did. That's what they did. Horrible. Any nationality. I love this quote, folks. Those who stir the shit pot should have to lick the spoon, baby. Think about that this afternoon. Pretty good one. Entertainment Weekly. You know, those celebrities, they're always coming up with some good stories. Goldie Hawn. Remember, she first came out in the 70s, made Butterflies Are Free. I think she was in Laugh-In. She married Kurt Russell. I don't know if they were married, but they stayed together. I think they're still together. And you get some of these people, they, what they believe in, what they think. But this is funny. She goes, she saw aliens with triangular-shaped heads that touched my face. Just whatever she's on. It's crazy. We're in survival mode now with this president. Yes, we are, Michael. Oh, yes, is on acid. There you go, Ellie. Belvedere News. An Aston woman is third to die by falling off cliffs in southern Illinois since last year. 3 women. Third one that fell off cliffs. You know what that deserves, folks? I tell you what that deserves. That's suspicious. 3 women. The third one fell off cliffs in the south side of Illinois. Belvedere. 3. The third one that fell off. Falling off the cliffs. Did they try to commit suicide? No. Were they pushed off? Maybe. I don't know. That's suspicious. What do I know? Third one already? Crazy, but it's true. Healthy food to eat. Got a lot of healthy food out there. Love it. Lovers Leap. Oh, there you go. I like that. They should put a sign there. Were they with their husbands? No, I don't think they were. That is strange. LSD, yes. You guys are coming with some good answers. Healthy food, folks. Carrots. Not only good for your eyes, but carrots tied up to 60% less lung cancer. And at just 5 servings weekly of carrots can help you with lung cancer. Pretty something easy. I love carrots. Little health tip here. I don't know, you guys might do it. Sounds like someone took them to a train station. There you go, Richard. Again, I said today is National First Responders Day. Thank you. All the people that do first responders for us. Baseball. Do you want the Arizona Diamondbacks or the Texas Rangers? Milwaukee newspaper from the archives. Actually, this article was actually posted 7 years ago, but it's still one of the most read posts. There's a petition to replace Joe Buck with Bob Uecker for the World Series. I would get rid of Joe Buck in a minute. Can't stand Joe Buck. He got that job because of his dad. Can't stand him. I would love to listen to Bob Uecker do the World Series. I just love to listen to Bob Uecker talk. Put him in. That would be fantastic. Bob Uecker doing the World Series. Something we should all know is an SOS sign from a dog. I just didn't know that I was supposed to follow a service dog in a vest if approached by itself. The world is slightly better place. Well done. If a service dog without a person approaches you, it means the person is down and needs help. Wow. I did not know that. I'm sure you guys might have. I tried sticking one in my eye the other day and it hurt like hell. There you go, Rich, with the carrots. This is very cool to know. I did not know this about service dogs. Did you guys know this? I'm sure Michael Angelo, police officer, back to blue, or anybody else there. A service dog, if one comes up to you by itself, that means the person that they're with needs help. Wow. I did not know that. But now I do. Now I do. So you guys, very good tip to learn about service dogs. I did not know that. I learned something new today. Kenneth Antonelli, Mr. A, says, I think adults should be allowed to go trick-or-treating at nearby liquor stores and receive the little mini bottles of booze. What a great idea. Go to the liquor stores with your adults only. Got to be over 18 or over 21. Go to the liquor store with a bag and say trick or treat and see if they give you little bottles of booze. Holy cow. You learn something new every day, folks. Anyway, it has come to the end of the hour, and I want to thank you all for watching the show today. It was a great hour of fun when I get to see you guys. Let's get right to our sponsors again. Well, of course, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. U-Haul Rentals at the Norwich, Ace, and now Warrenville area. They have a large fleet of trucks, best prices in town, three ways to make your reservation. Call the store, walk in, visit the U-Haul desk, or go to uhaul.com. Choose one of your Ace stores as your location and make a reservation. You got to love it. U-Haul stuff from Ace Hardware, folks. Take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program Caracut keys at up to 50% less than the dealership. And download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. You got to love that. Our good friends from Ace, buy local, shop local. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's right, folks. Again, I want to thank you all who came to the Dean Martin Memories Are Made of this show yesterday at the Des Plaines Theater. It was a great afternoon. Thank you to the bands and the musicians and the talent. Of course, again, Ron and Richie Onesti, Regina Karma, thank you. Thank you to the Oceans Rat Pack, everybody that came in, Ronnie B., Stella, the band, Mark Fensky. Thank you all, Jerry Jams, and thank you, of course, Mr. Nick Sahajas and Phyllis. That's why we call him St. Nick. You guys have been a great audience. I want to thank you all for watching the show. Buy local, shop local. Keep supporting live entertainment and supporting local establishments. Like this Thursday, we'll be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. And Mama D says, goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Love you, Mama D. Nick Sahajas, the piano man. Take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, folks. Bye-bye, Mama D. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.